Hey guys, it's Amy. I'm back with another video to teach you some more gematria. Today's July 13th, guys. So we knew he's going to have some government headlines today, but first I want to talk about this sick ritual that they did to this little girl coming out of New Mexico State. She's a soccer player and she's dead in the headlines. She was found unresponsive and they're saying that she died suddenly. So if you're new here, guys, I'm teaching gematria, which is just simply the practice of coding letters into numbers. You're going to take the alphabet the way they taught you in slave school. A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3. Reverse it. Z equals 1, A 26. And then you're just going to reduce everything down. So every word is going to have 4 numbers associated with it. And you can see how sick these people are once you really learn that language, because this little girl, they're telling you she died suddenly. Everybody's going to be saying, oh, she must have took this, she must have took that a couple of years ago. When you're actually going to realize that coach is a pretty shady character. So they're telling us that, let's read the article first because I want you to hear what they say. So all the articles are saying that she played a key role in helping NMSU earn its first conference title in school history. So if you take the word conference title, because that's what she helped them win, and ritual sacrifice, it has a 3-cipher match, and it also has the date that she died on the 10th of July, which was a day that we forecasted a lot of deaths because of this. We knew ritual sacrifice was 107. We knew the 10th of July would have some sacrifice headlines in it. This girl's dead at age 20. This article goes on to tell you that she started in 20 games. So she's dead at 20. She started in 20 games. She helped them get this conference title, and now she's dead on July 10th. Now, here she's pictured kissing the trophy that she probably didn't even realize was going to kill her. She had the 73 sacrifice number, so that's the day she died, and that's what happened to her. July 10th is also the day, it's the 191st day, and it leaves 174. So you have to ask yourself where the calendar came from. Who decided today was Friday? Who decided they were going to name it Friday? Who decided there was going to be this amount of days in a year? Well, look it up, guys. The Catholic Church gave us, the Roman Catholic Church gave us the calendar, the Gregorian calendar, named after Pope Gregory. That's why in the Bible it tells you that the first season is actually in spring. And if you look it up, guess what? It is. It's April 1st. And now it's called April Fool's Day because that's really supposed to be the first day of the year. Like, people don't realize how sick and deep this goes. So, 191, it's the 191st day of the year, leaving 174. Society of Jesus, number of the beast. Biblical sacrifice rituals. What did the Bible tell you? It says that you got to count the number of the beast. Well, that's what we're doing. We're counting the number of the beast. Counting that alphabet just like they taught it to us. New Mexico State has the skull and bones numbers. So get this, y'all. They won this title on November 6th. This girl died on the 10th, but they didn't put her in the headlines till the 12th. The reason they didn't put her in the headlines till the 12th is because of the coach. So they beat Utah Valley that day. Now this headline, and this is your coach right here, Rob. This headline, July 12th, came out 143 days from his birthday, or a span of 144. And this is a number we teach about all the time. So they beat Utah Valley. He's 54 years old right now, or a span of 144 days from his birthday. And she helped them win their first conference title, and she died on the 10th. But they saved her news for a few days later, because it had to fit this pattern of them beating Utah Valley. Like, these people are so sick. And if you look at the anniversary this year coming up of when they won that game, November 6th, it has exact date numerology as the day she died this year. And this is like the fifth time that I've documented this in the past like 2 months. That somebody will die from an exact date and numerology of whatever made them famous. Now, we also got the headline of C.R. Roberts, who died, and he's an icon. He played in a segregated state, so they're bringing that race war to the headline, having people think about race and stuff. So you notice they all are putting in the segregated Texas, segregated Texas. That's why all your highlights always say the same thing. So this is somebody that wrote a story, and this is somebody that wrote a story. Two different authors, but they both decided to choose the same words for the headline. Back in my day, there was something called plagiarism. Apparently, that don't exist anymore because all the articles say the same thing, same words, same phrases. Because it's spells and spelling. They teach you to write in cursive, curses. So Wikipedia lists his name like this, your headlines. They call him CR, but here's how they list him for the history books. And he's dead at age 87. He's got the sacrifice numbers. Now, he actually drafted in 1958, and that draft was on December 2nd and January 28th. So watch this. Remember that 177 we talked about in the 144s? Well, we haven't talked about 177, but the 144 with the girl. Watch this. So he dies 144 days from when the draft started and 201 days from when the draft ended, from those anniversaries. So it started on December 2nd. He died on the 11th. He's dead 144 days from that anniversary. It ended on January 28th. He's dead 201 days from that anniversary. Now, he decided to go to the Canadian League, and then he came back and went to the San Francisco 49ers, which is the 177. So let's look at it again. So here's our pattern. There's the 144s, the 177s, and the 201s. Numbers that we teach about all the time. They actually stamped him with the 42. And if you're not new here, you know 42 is a Black History number. So he wore number 42. Guys, 42 is stamped all over Black History. Racial slur 42. N-word 42. The month of Black History is February 42. Slavery 42. Jackie 42. Jackie wore number 42. Tuskegee 42. Malcolm X 42. Martin's 42. He lived in apartment 42. Cosby Show, Huxtable 42. And that is the reason that 42 is stamped all over Black history. It's the reason he got to wear that jersey number and play in a segregated state to help him win. Just like the girl helped him get the conference title and then she died on 10/7. So we also got the headline today of the Boston Marathon runner from 99 is dead at the age of 52. And today is a government number, so we know why it's coming out in the headline today. But the Boston Marathon actually has the same patterns as ritual sacrifice as well. He got famous for the Boston Marathon, which is 77, like the day he died on 7/7. 7/7 was the 188th day of the year, leaving 177 days. And we just talked about the 177. He's dead 79 days from that anniversary of running that race. And murder equals 79, so does the Society of Jesus. That's a pattern that we talk about all the time, too. Now, we also got a government headline today with old Jamie here. So they brought up this new word, Bidenomics. Today's not the first day they brought that up. I actually covered it back in June, and we'll talk about that in a second. Well, let's talk about it now. So this is our June um, June 27th. They came out with this headline saying that he had formally unveiled Bidenomics, which was a philosophy that he had came up for the economy's success. And we can see why they named it what they named it, because we just talked about that, right? The 177s, New World Order, Mark of the Beast, Jesuit Order, Bidenomics. These are New World Order, Jesuit order rituals being played out with biblical patterns. And we know that, sacred geometry, that's where all this is coming from. Freemasons and some sick people, man. And they did that headline. The first time they brought out that word, it was 220 days from Biden's birthday. Well, now let's see what they do today. So today, they go in. Oh, I lost my post. Okay. So today, they give us Jamie to talk about it. So we can see why Jamie's chosen to talk about it because, look, his name has a complete match with Bidenomics. Now, this headline's coming out on 137, 13/7. Jamie's born on 13/3. So we got the runner dead at 52 in the headlines today. Now we've got Bidenomics in the headlines today on the 13th of July. And the guy that's talking about it was born on the 13th of March. Now, he is the CEO. Look, this is how they name it right here. JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Bidenomics. Here he is. There's our puppet. This headline is 130 days from Biden's birthday. So JP Morgan Chase is 130 days from this dude's birthday. Or not that dude's birthday, Biden's birthday. Talking about Biden. There's Biden's birthday, November 20th, in case you don't believe me. Now we got JP Morgan Chase's CEO in the headlines talking about Bidenomics for, the headlines on the 13th of July, those government numbers. He was the perfect puppet to put in the headline because he has a complete match with Bidenomics. Guys, these people are so damn sick, man. Once you learn this language, you'll understand why they do the crap they do. Like this right here. People think weather warfare is um, not real. Well, this is your headline right here that came out. Volcano erupts in Iceland after weeks of earthquakes. Can you guess what day it happened by looking at that pattern? Happened on the 10th of July. We got the volcano, we got the earthquake. 10/7. Began on Monday morning in Iceland. And then they actually headlined it on the 11th, and that's the island that they were talking about. So they waited till the 11th to headline it when it happened on the 10th. See, here's your picture they give you. So it erupted on the 10th, and they headlined it on the 11th of July, 11/7. And your president of Iceland was born on June 26th. And looky there, June 26th. We just talked about that date. Look, there's the 177 and the 188, the 191 and the 174. These same patterns, same words that we talked about before, same patterns. So we can see why Iceland was hit, with however they do it for that earthquake and that volcano to start erupting on the 10th of July. But guys, this is my blog right here. So when I'm not doing videos, I am keeping up with stuff on my blog. So it's cracktheircode.org. And you can go on there, and if I don't have a video up, I've covered it, on the blog. I guarantee it. We got the WWE star. He's dead at age 55, and we know that's a God and Satan number. And he's dead 62 days. Well, his headline. So he dies on the 11th and gets headlined on the 12th. So he was sacrificed 62 days from his birthday, and he's headlined 63 days from his birthday because his name is Mike Halleck. And that equals 63 when A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3. They actually announced his death 187 days from his debut anniversary. And we know that's 187 is the National Homicide Code. The reason for that is because the Brotherhood of Death is 187, the Society of Jesus is 187. And that's why they announced it when they announced it. So they announced it on the 12th, 63 days from his birthday, and that's his name. These people are so sick, man. So sick. We also got a headline the other day. I'll cover this one real quick. On the 11th of July, they told us the Golden State had spent 17.5 billion trying to combat homelessness. Well, we can see why they said they spent 17.5 from the Golden State. See? Numeric patterns of rituals that they do every day in the headlines. It's all bullshit, fake news, man. They do this to make society lean one way or the other. And you can tell that by your Facebook feed. If Will Smith walks up on the stage and smacks somebody and all the headline cover it, all you see in your Facebook feed is Will Smith slapping somebody. Tomorrow, if they want you to talk about somebody crazy on a plane, they're going to put somebody crazy on a plane, throw it in the headlines, and that's all anybody's going to talk about. Guys, you have to learn gematria to be able to see through these rituals. And it's so simple. A equals 1, B equals 2. Ask yourself why they taught you the alphabet in the order they did. Ask yourself who gave you the calendar and then who gave you the Bible. Because they both came from the same place. But guys, like and subscribe, and I'll holler at you later.